So here's something that I'm sure is not going to surprise anybody. People on Twitter going after someone that doesn't agree with their ideology.
How dare you?
I think good recent examples are Gina Carano and Chris Pratt, Ricky Gervais, Dave Chappelle. I mean, I've seen them go after so many people. It's ridiculous. And the crazy thing is they do have a ton of power, which is nonsense. It's the companies that give them this power. And, I think there's something there to talk about too. But let's just go over what happened. So you had the UFC fight. The former president shows up, and Mel Gibson was there. And it's tough because you can barely spot him. This just shows you how, weird these people are, how they just kind of comb through footage, particularly anything that has Trump in it. If Trump's there, they're looking through the crowds. They're they're throwing facial recognition technology in there, all kinds of stuff. So it's literally right here. You can see him. It's even tough to kind of see him in this video. Here they've got him circled right here. Here's Mel Gibson, right? Blink and you'll miss him. Could barely see his ass. Right? I had to watch this a few times to even tell that was him. So President Trump walks in, and I want to direct your attention right here where my mouse finger is. So you can see Mel Gibson right here. He's saluting him. He's saluting Trump. Now, I don't think Trump even sees him, right? Look at all these people, and he's just kind of walking and doing his thing. And people, of course, saying he got ignored, which, I don't think Gibson even cares. He's just saluting a former president. Right? But they can't stand. These people are still talking about him, by the way. He hasn't even been president in months. Been 7 months. Still obsessed with this man. These people need to get an effing life. Move on. So here it is, right here. I'm directing your attention. Here's the whole clip. So you can see right here, he salutes him. And that's it. That's it. Caused an entire meltdown all day. All day there was a meltdown. He trended on Twitter all day yesterday. It was insane. I've never seen something. Well, actually, I have. I've seen it like Chris Pratt, but usually, or Gina Carano, but usually, there's a little bit more to it. This is literally a 3-second clip. And it's amazing to me that they picked him out of the crowd like that. Look at all these people here. And he's walking down. I don't know how long this entrance was. It's probably 5 minutes of him walking. And they found him in this sea of people. Are they going to find other people that saluted him? It just goes to show you just how crazy these people are. That they'll go through all of this footage and they just look for people to cancel. Now, Mel Gibson has said some questionable things, right? And he's been canceled before. Robert Downey Jr. Helped get him out of being canceled. And I do think that it's how long do you have to stay canceled? And they're never going to let it go with him. All right, once you get canceled in Hollywood, you're never allowed back. And pretty sure that Mel Gibson is a conservative. He's a conservative Christian. Those are more reasons to keep him out of Hollywood for sure. And, this is a really stupid reason. But I was laughing my ass off when I saw this because literally I wouldn't even notice that was him. I wouldn't even blinked. It's just somebody saluting a president, which is it's not abnormal, right? That's pretty standard, but these people are crazily obsessed with him, right? You think that they would finally, it's and if anything, this just shows you how these people can never be happy because they got what they wanted. They got him out of office, right? He's gone, but the fact that he's not in a ditch or in jail or something, they're never going to let it go with him. Anybody that surrounds him, and it's almost like they throw their resentment and their daddy issues on him. Most people that are just normal and didn't like the man but don't obsess with him don't talk about him anymore. But the weirdos on Twitter, they talk about him every day, particularly the comic book professionals, the comic book industry that I talk about a lot. They talk about him every day still. It's pathetic. So there is a bunch of stuff here. It's pretty much the typical stuff that we see. Yeah, I'll go over a couple of them and show you. So there was one up here. People are saying like, okay, Mel Gibson saluting Trump shouldn't surprise anybody. Yahtzees salute other Yahtzees. The crazy thing is, you didn't even need to know why Mel Gibson was trending to know that he probably did something shitty. Rest in hell to his dead career. Of course, conservatives liked it and they praised it. This one says Mel Gibson is who we thought he was. There is no such thing as cancel culture if Mel Gibson isn't canceled by now. He was canceled, and he still partially is canceled. How many times does Mel Gibson have to be outed as a POS before people acknowledge that he's a POS? Why did Mel Gibson, who never served in the military, salute Captain Bone Spur, who dodged the draft? That's a story. That's a different story about his parents fleeing to get out of the Vietnam War. Vietnam War was a terrible mistake, in my opinion. So I really don't care about that. But, he's just saluting his president. You don't have to be in the military to salute somebody. So, the funny thing about this story before we end this video is that, like I said, it was a 3-second clip. Here it is again. You see him walk by. Look at that. If I didn't circle that, would you even notice that? Right? Would you even notice? Here he is right here in the corner. And watch him walk by. Let me mute that. Hold on. See, would you even notice that? How did they pick him up? Like, that's just how upset. Like, they're combing through this whole crowd. Imagine being that pathetic that you're combing through this crowd for people. Like, you don't even notice. Like, I wouldn't even notice. But there he is right there, laughing. Oh, there he is. Sorry, I mistook him for another person with a beard. It's pathetic. Get a life, losers. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, take a moment. Make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. There's something going on right now, and they've been unsubscribing people. So just take a second and double check on that and subscribe if you're new.